typical stay in Europe, back in Germany. I have several major commissions there. In Italy, we somehow feel we give very deep roots here.
Leo Mall is typical of a lot of people around here. He came, fell in love with what he found, and stayed. Hello, my name's Donna Fletcher. I'm standing on the river walk at the Forks, where the Red and Assiniboine rivers meet in the heart of the continent to embrace a city, my city, Winnipeg. The Forks has always been a meeting place. Native peoples used it as a camping site for thousands of years, and when European explorers reached Manitoba in 1734, it was the obvious place to build a trading post. In the 2.5 centuries since then, the junction of the Red and Assiniboine really has become the gateway to the West, attracting people from every part of the world. The result is a city that's the most ethnically diverse in Canada. Did you know that people actually move here for the weather? They do. We get over 2,300 hours of sunshine each year, more than any other city in Canada. In the summer, the days are warm, the nights are cool, and the humidity's low. That means comfortable evenings followed by a great night's sleep. Winters are crisp and clear, allowing Winnipeggers to take advantage of 128 kilometers of city waterways for skating and cross-country skiing. Prairie springs are fresh and green, and with tens of thousands of trees inside the city limits, fall here means color wherever you turn. This is something Winnipeg's known for all over Canada. Stately homes set on wide tree-lined streets. The average price of a home in Winnipeg is about 1/3 of that in Toronto, and the cost of living here is one of the lowest in the country. Combine those two facts, and you'll find that there's nowhere that you're more likely to be able to afford the home of your dreams than right here in Winnipeg. As a major city, Winnipeg offers an extremely wide range of housing. There are homes here to match every taste and every budget. Winnipeg's West End is a neighborhood with street after street of well-maintained homes in the $90,000 range. This 3-bedroom bungalow is 1,100 square feet. Its highlights include Pella windows, high-efficiency insulation, heating and cooling, and interlocking brick sidewalks and driveway. This 2,500 square foot bungalow in St. Norbert, to the south of Winnipeg, recently sold for $225,000. Its new owners were attracted by the walkout basement, the outdoor brick barbecue, and the expansive balcony, which overlooks the Red River. As befits a city with Winnipeg's long history, there are many wonderful older homes here in every price range. This character home in the west end of the city near Assiniboine Park is less than $100,000. Under its unique eyebrow dormer, you'll find 2 large bedrooms, a sunroom, an open fireplace, and a formal dining room, all contained in a remarkably spacious 1,350 square feet. Built in 1912, this crescent wood home is typical of what you'll find in Winnipeg's historic, older neighborhoods. This beautiful stone veranda covers the entire front of the house. It stays cool on the hottest days, making it the perfect place to spend a quiet summer afternoon. The main floor is enhanced by a large living room with a beamed ceiling. It leads into a wonderfully bright sunroom. And the formal dining room makes it an ideal home for entertaining. 4,000 square feet over 3 floors, and wood paneling and windows everywhere. This home would be a classic in any city in the country, but here in Winnipeg, it's affordable too. It's been appraised at under $200,000. Winnipeg's residential areas are a mix of older neighborhoods and prestigious new communities. Waverly Heights is in the south of the city, near the University of Manitoba. This 800 square foot home has 2 bedrooms, a deck, and a full basement. At under $84,000, it's an ideal starter home. This beautiful $325,000 home is found in Assiniboine Woods in the southwest of the city. Faced with brick and locally quarried Tyndallstone, its 2,600 square feet of living space features 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, gas fireplace, and deck. Unlike many cities, Winnipeg's transportation network makes country living a practical alternative here. In Birds Hill, to the north of the city, you'll find this beautiful 1,600 square foot home set on a 10-acre lot. A 300 square foot loft overlooks a living room that rises to a 22-foot cathedral ceiling. 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and large deck with a southern exposure, all for under $200,000. Also located in Birds Hill is this 24-acre estate. Appraised at just over $400,000, this home features an indoor swimming pool, massive fieldstone fireplace, and 2 insulated garages. The main house is 3,500 square feet with 4 bedrooms and 3.5 baths. For more and more people, the condominium is the residence of choice. This development in the upscale neighborhood of Tuxedo features condominium apartments in the $125,000 range. The style is contemporary loft with black marble fireplace and enclosed balcony, arranged on a 1,300 square foot floor plan. For those who prefer to live downtown, there is Ashdown Warehouse in the heart of Winnipeg's Exchange District. Reclaimed brick walls and 12-foot ceilings give this 1,600 square foot apartment home a firm link with Winnipeg's past, while modern amenities ensure a very comfortable present. This beautiful condominium has been appraised at less than $130,000. St. James to St. Boniface, the Old North End to River Park South, Winnipeg's neighborhoods are as diverse as you'll find anywhere in the country, but they all share important similarities too. Few homes here are more than half an hour from Winnipeg's International Airport, an important consideration for the weary business traveler. Services like police, ambulance, and firefighting are community-based to ensure rapid response. But the most striking similarity among our neighborhoods is the amount of green space you'll find in them. There are over 850 parks spread throughout the city, and trees are everywhere. Look out over Winnipeg and you'll see a forest, with rooftops and taller buildings barely glimpsed through a carpet of green. Quality of life is something that's very important to Winnipeggers. We pride ourselves in having all the conveniences of a major urban center with very few of the problems. Study after study has shown that Winnipeg is one of the cleanest, safest, and best run cities in North America. Public transportation is the most efficient in the country, and if you choose to drive here, plan on being home early for dinner. Most neighborhoods are within 15 minutes of downtown. We've always taken education seriously here. We have over 300 public and private schools that offer primary education not only in English and French, but in German, Ukrainian, and Hebrew as well. And our post-secondary institutions, 2 universities and a major community college, offer degree and diploma programs that range from automotive technology and creative communications to architecture, engineering, and medicine. Caring for our citizens is a major priority in Manitoba. That's why we have more daycare spaces per capita than any province in the country, with low fees and standards that are the highest in Canada. Good hospitals are close no matter where you live, and Children's Hospital, with its national reputation, is located centrally at the Health Sciences Centre, along with some of the best medical researchers in the world. And healthcare is universally available in Manitoba. There are no insurance premiums here. There's no doubt that one of our major attractions is shopping. Winnipeg has been the merchandising center of the West for more than 100 years, and that's a tradition that continues today. The number of stores here, both retail and factory direct, is amazing. The prices are low, the selection's tremendous, and our lower cost of living means that in Winnipeg you have real buying power. From the largest mall to the tiniest boutique, this is a shopper's paradise. No matter what your handicap is, you'll always find a challenge here in Winnipeg. There are 22 golf courses inside the city limits and another 21 within 45 minutes of the perimeter highway. But golf is only the beginning. We also have 22 curling rinks and hundreds of free tennis courts and baseball diamonds in every neighborhood. In all, Winnipeg has over 80 organized sports. So, no matter what your game is, we've got it covered. One of the real pleasures of living in Winnipeg is how close we are to the country. Only an hour to the north are the cottage communities and world-class beaches of Lake Winnipeg. At almost 26,000 square kilometers or 10,000 square miles, one of the largest lakes on Earth. And less than 2 hours to the east are the resort towns of the Whiteshell. So, if the city seems a little empty on summer weekends, you shouldn't be surprised. You could be here, or here, or here. Winnipeg may be a smaller center in terms of population, but when it comes to the restaurants, the festivals, and the arts, you'd never believe it. For people who enjoy an active social life, the real problem is finding enough days in the week to see everything. We are a city of restaurants. There are over 900 of them in Winnipeg. You can sample food from every corner of the world without ever leaving the city limits. Dinner may be over, but the night's still young. Bachman to Beethoven, line dancing to ballet, Stallone to Shakespeare. Whether your taste runs to high culture or a down-home good time, you'll find it in Winnipeg. Sports fans won't be disappointed either. We have 4 professional teams in Winnipeg. Between the Jets, the Bombers, the Fury and the Thunder, the action is non-stop year-round. Winnipeg is home to some of the biggest festivals anywhere. Folklorama, Canada's cultural festival, is one of the biggest tourist draws on the continent, attracting 500,000 people each year. Folklorama is the ultimate package tour. The food, the costumes, and the culture of over 40 ethnic groups, all in 2 weeks. The largest folk festival in North America also takes place in Winnipeg, just north of the city at Birds Hill Park. Every July, some of the finest performers in the world make Winnipeg the country's folk capital. But Folklorama and the Folk Fest are just the beginning. In all, there are more than 130 days of festivals in Winnipeg every year. From the ice sculptures, jigging contests, and street parties of Festival de Voyageurs and St. Boniface to the hot music of the Jazz Festival. From the clowns and games of the Children's Festival to the plain craziness of the Fringe, Winnipeg's festivals have something for everyone. Well, that's it. Of course, we've only scratched the surface. There are so many things to do and see here that to really experience it, you've got to come and see for yourself. But before we go, there's someone I'd like you to meet.
Thank you, Donna. Hello, I'm Mayor Susan Thompson, and on behalf of all Winnipeggers, I'd like to extend an invitation to come, to visit, and to stay. I ran for mayor because I was excited about what a wonderful city Winnipeg is and the solid foundation it has to build an even brighter future. Now that I've been in the job a while, I'm even more excited. So join us in Winnipeg. It's a great place to live.